Hi everyone, just thought I would check in with you from the park today. So it's a quick one today. I just wanted to have a chat to you about something I see lots of at this time of year for various reasons, is headaches. So it's that sort of season. We probably all know, or I know I certainly had a cold last week, and we probably know of someone, or we've experienced ourselves of having a cold. So we get all that sort of sinus pain and head pain. But the other thing is we've had a really big cold snap in Melbourne recently. So what tends to happen is we're like this a lot. Either we've got a scarf on or we're just cold. So you tend to hold a lot more tension around in your shoulders. So for a couple of reasons we get headaches. So like I've mentioned, we get that sort of sinus pain. It can also be neck related, so neck joints, but also the muscles around our neck as well can refer pain into our head. So just make sure that at this time of year, if you have headaches, don't just dismiss it and say, oh well, it's just sinus pain, or there'll nearly always be a neck reason for that headache. And the best thing you can do is get it checked out. So don't forget that we have a free pre-assessment. So 10 to 15 minute assessment, doesn't include any treatment. All it is just an assessment, and it's completely free and obligation free as well. So what you can do is you can come in, have your headache assessed, we'll assess your neck, we'll assess those muscles and see, is there a neck component to your headache, or do you just have some stuffy sinuses? And the best thing you can do is either go to the GP or go to the chemist and get something done about your sinuses, or whatever other reason. It might be your eyes, things like that, as to the reason why you're getting those headaches. So just make sure you're getting them checked out. Get to the cause of those headaches rather than you've just got a headache. Actually figure out what the cause is. And then a lot of the time it's a couple of treatments and then some self-treatment that you can do at home on a regular basis. So just make sure that you are getting to the cause. My little pet hate of actually treating symptoms. We want to treat the cause of those headaches. So make sure you're getting that done. All right. The other thing I wanted to chat to you about today, which is another common thing that I see at this time of year, because of, it's just been school holidays, so that's one reason why people take some time off from training. So whether it be training in the gym or CrossFit or running or footy training or whatever it is that you do. So or it might just be work. So it might just be that you're doing less at work. If you're a tradie or you're someone who works outdoors and you're weather affected, doing that stop-start of training or working has a really huge impact on our tendons. Tendons hate change. So at the tendons of our body like consistency. So they just like load and exercise and training and work to just stay the same, and they won't complain. If they feel like they're being asked to do too much or too little, and it's both, it's too much or too little, they'll start to have a whinge and a complain, and what that translates to is you have pain. Okay, so just remembering that if you are sick and you've taken some time off training, or the kids are on holidays so you don't get to train as much, and then when they go back to school you get pain, or you get pain when they've been off, so they're on school holidays and you're not training as much and you're sorer than normal, again, make sure you're getting that checked out, because what it can just be something really, really simple that we can do. If it's because you're resting too much, you can actually, we can give you some simple stuff to do just to load those tendons on a daily basis and just keep up that load. Tendons, as we get older, aren't as adaptable to change. Okay, so as you get older, we need to keep that load consistent all the time. Okay, so if you are taking some time off and you feel completely fine, then when you return to that training, so whether that be if you've returned to training after being unwell, or you've returned to training after the kids have been on school holidays, make sure that you're actually returning at a reduced load, and then you're slowly ramping up. Okay, you can ramp up moderately fast, but just don't go back into training exactly the same as how you left. So if you left doing a 50 kilo back squat, you're not going to go back to a 50 kilo back squat. You might go back to maybe 35 or 40 kilos, and that should feel moderately easy. And then over the week, you ramp that up. And the really important thing to watch out for is morning pain. Okay, what do I mean by that? So it's not necessarily the pain you get at the time. It's the pain you get the following morning. Okay, so if that's unusual pain for you and you've just returned or you are taking a break from training, then just watch out for that morning pain. And again, it's really, really easy for us to check and see what's actually causing that pain. Again, you can come in for a pre-assessment. If you're not a current client, you can come in for a pre-assessment. We can do that quick 10-15 minutes check. Is it tendon pain or is it something else? We can come up with a bit of a plan. That might require treatment, that might require just some self-treatment, or it might require you to change your training load. It's just really is very, very dependent on an individual and what's actually causing that pain. Okay, so big things for today. Headaches, always get them checked out. Don't just write them off as it's a headache and it'll pass, which is really easy at this time of year with all the colds that are going around, a bit of sinus pain and whatnot. So don't do that. And the other thing is, if you're taking time off from training because, with kids being on holidays or you're sick or, work's up and down at the moment because of the weather, make sure you look after those tendons. So that's it from me today. Like always, if you've got any specific questions about treatment, about physio generally or physio specifically, please feel free to comment under the video or shoot me a PM with any of those questions and I'll address them next week. So hope you're all staying well, and I will see you all. If you booked in during the week, I'll see you during the week. Otherwise, I'll see you all next Tuesday. All right. See you later, guys.